Chief, come on up. And if you'd like to say a few things, I'll go ahead and start it off, and if there's something you want to say, Chief, please chime in at any time. All right. Yesterday we initiated a curfew that started at 8 p.m. and ended at 7 a.m. Well, tonight we've made a cohesive decision. One thing that I do believe in is all of us talking and communicating, and we decided again tonight to do it from 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. And so that way that we can try to make sure that everybody's safe while they are traveling. Last night it was a great success. We didn't have a lot of traffic on the road. Of course, we had a lot more wind last night. We did have some trees down. Most of our events that occurred were in the Hemingway area, and we were able to address those events. Those roadways are now reopened for traffic. But like I said, again tonight, we ask that people please do not get on the road because we still anticipate a lot of rainfall. And of course, as a result of that rainfall coming down, we end up with a lot of flooding, which makes our roads kind of hazardous to travel at night because it's dark. There may be power outages, which also makes it hard to see in certain areas. We'll be out, of course, in enforcement. We got all the resources still in place, so we'll be out being visible, doing property checks, and those type of things. If there's something that you need from us, please do not hesitate to dial 911. We work as a team, we work together, so anything that you need from any of us, I think I give the Chief sentiment as well, that we're here together for you. Is there something you want to say, Chief?
Just piggyback off of you. Just please, if you don't have to be on the roads tonight, please stay off of the roads. The Sheriff's Department and the Police Department are out 24 hours a day. Monitor your 911, make sure it's emergency because somebody else might really need an emergency while you're calling for something that's normal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chief Randy Swinton, my PIO officer.
And I'm B. Horton. I'm captain with the County Fire Department and PIO officer. First of all, I'd like to reiterate what the sheriff just said and the police chief. Please continue to stay off the roads. Luckily, we have not had a whole lot of accidents to respond to. We have been really lucky in that regard, and I think people heeding these warnings and the curfew, following the curfew rules has really assisted us in that. Also, what the sheriff said about most of the issues we've had have been on the Hemingway, kind of that northeast part of the county there. And most of those have been addressed. There's still some county roads, I think, maybe that have a tree or two down or some lines across them that they're working to get those cleared. But at this time, we've been really lucky, and we've missed most of the storm, and I'm glad that we haven't had to be out in it because it puts all of us in danger when we have to get out and do that. I think we worked really well. Sheriff's office has been communicating with us. We've been communicating with them, EMS, fire department, police agencies. Everybody's been working together really well, and that makes it a lot easier on all of us. And that's all I have.
And please, just keep in mind that you're still in danger as far as trees falling down the road. Even though the wind's not blowing, the ground is saturated. It doesn't take about a second for a tree to come down. We have had a few accidents today. There's a lot of water on the road. It's not going to get any better throughout the night. Don't think it's an ordinary Saturday night. If you go out, then you force us to come out. So we've been blessed this far without any injury to emergency services. We'd like to make it through the storm and continue to go through that. So please, just stay in tonight and let us continue to go through the storm we're going through now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor Tisdale, I'm going to piggyback off the back of the county. We are following the same curfew they're following, and plus we keep an eye on the canal and the river. Everything so far looks good. Mr. Trina's going to share a little bit on the canal and river, and he's been checking it all that day too. I've checked it probably 4 times. But here's Mr. Trina.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I was just asked a few minutes ago about the canal, and as the river comes up, the Black River comes up, the canal is also going to come up. We get a lot of our water flow from upstate, and we know that it's coming. We don't know exactly how bad it is, but believe me, we kind of dodged a bullet when they downgraded what we're having to deal with to a storm. But we're still not out of the woods. It's not over till it's over. Be vigilant. We do have some minor flooding in town. You know what areas that do flood, those of us who've been here for a while. We do appreciate, though, the cooperation that we've gotten from the other agencies, from the county, from the state, and we have very good cooperation. We get along very well, that's good. Also from the people at Kingstree, and they have been very cooperative there. But, as the chief reported, there's not too much going on, but if you don't have to get on the roadway, please stay off until this thing is over. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Renee Bryant, and I'm the Director for Williamsburg County EMS. And on first thought, I want to take this opportunity to thank the citizens of Williamsburg County for adhering to the information and the warnings that have been given out. As of this afternoon, we received notice that Williamsburg County Hospital has opened and has started receiving patients. This is certainly awesome news for us to hear. They are very important to our community and is also a part of health and welfare for the citizens of Williamsburg County. It is our plan to continue to man full staff operations until tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, and at that time we'll begin to scale back a couple of crews, but we're going to still have several crews on to support our day-to-day operations, because our mission is the health and welfare of the citizens of Williamsburg County, and we're going to see this through. And I want to thank you for this opportunity.
As County Supervisor of Williamsburg County, I just want to take this opportunity on behalf of all the citizens of the county to thank the public safety team for their hard efforts over the past days, and particularly over the last 36 hours as the hurricane has come through our area. They have been working very tireless in order to protect the lives and the safety of all of the citizens in this county, and we owe them a debt of gratitude, and we just simply want to say thank you to everything that they've done. As they've been stating all along, although the winds are down, we still are getting a lot of rain, the storm is not over. We want you to continue to cooperate, because you all as citizens have truly made this effort and this response a whole lot better because of the fact that you've been able to cooperate with us. So we want you to continue to do that, continue to take everything that the public safety folks have expressed to you and the things that they will continue to say to you in order for us to continue to get through this safe and without any loss of lives. Again, we thank you, and we really appreciate everything that this team that's assembled and those that aren't here that they've done for the citizens of our county.
Do you know if you're going to have government agencies' offices open by Monday?
It'll depend upon the assessment that these individuals will do between now and I would say 5 o'clock tomorrow, and then at that point we'll make a determination as to what we'll do with county government.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Are there any other questions that we should feel from Facebook Live, Michelle? Okay. Well, this concludes this live presentation. I want to thank you all for listening. And if there are any questions that you should have based upon what you heard here today, the numbers that you should call for emergency management are... Excuse me. 843-354-9330. 843-354-0803. 834-354-0805. Any of those numbers at the Emergency Operations Center will try and answer your questions. Hopefully, this concludes this presentation, and hopefully this concludes presentations for Florence. But in the event that we have to, we will come before you again. Thank you for listening.